Okay. Hi, y'all. You can see my mother-in-law in the background. If you hear all the noise, we are working on direct-to-garment printing. We're testing some stuff out. And we have a lot of fun stuff coming up to be testing out tomorrow with Dye-Sublimation. But don't worry, though, we will still be doing our regular vinyl tutorials. We're just doing a lot of Dye-Sub for a short time period because it's new and it's fun to play with, just so y'all know. Sorry, don't mind me, I'm eating a snow cone. It's like 95 today with 100% humidity. And so it feels like it's 110. So today seemed like a good day for a snow cone. Hey, Scrapamel, how are you? Hi, Jan, Rhonda, Elise, or Elisa. Sassy Beach, Connie, Eva. How are all of y'all doing? Laura, Tamika, Roxanne, Elizabeth. We got lots of people in here today. Hi, Kathy, Patty, Gabriella. I'm glad you love your order, Rhonda. Well, hi, Sarah. I'm glad you like watching the videos. One thing I wanted to do, too, is I got this in yesterday. This is my 100,000 subscriber award, which I earned a couple of months ago. It takes YouTube a long time to send them out. And I wanted to make sure to tell all of y'all thank you, because y'all are the reason why I earned this. And I don't want to get emotional and cry, but it's kind of crazy that a girl from nowhere in Texas, tiny little place, it's, 17,000 people, that I was able to earn that. And someone asked where Cameron was at. He went to stay the night at a friend's house tonight since it's summer. He'll be back tomorrow. He'll be shooting with me for his Thursday video and probably for Friday's video. So, I don't know. Today seemed like a good snow cone day. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you all. I mean, as I said, I wouldn't have gotten it if it weren't for you. Y'all are the ones who support me and push me through all this and kept me going on, because there have been times, as y'all know, I mean, just like with anybody, where I get frustrated and things like that. And then you see, especially people who've been here for more than one live, people being trolls and stuff like that. So you get that on regular videos. So it can be a little discouraging. But all of y'all's positivity and love has definitely helped keep me going. So I wanted to make sure to say thank you. So one of the things that we did, tomorrow's video, I'll kind of give y'all a hint over it. Spilling snow cone. Give me just a second. Well, thank you for saying that. I try to do my best, but sometimes people get to you, especially whenever people want to judge you on your children. Because it's like I said before, you can say anything you want to about me. Sorry, this is as real as it gets. I spilt some snow cone on my desk, so I have to clean it up before it makes a huge sticky mess. That's what I get for trying to do too many things at once. So, anyways, and I want to remind y'all too, while I'm cleaning this up, that we do have the birthday sale going on for my birthday last week. Oh, Jackie, I was showing off my award for getting my 100,000 subscribers, which again, it was saying thank you to all of you. But anyways, for the birthday sale, and I get a lot of questions about it, so I'm going to pull up a picture on my phone of where to put the code at. Hold on, it's kind of back here in my... pictures. But yeah, I mean, it was crazy that I got that. I mean, y'all don't know how much that meant to get that. I mean, it was just crazy. Hold on. Where is the code? I have too many pictures on here. Way too many pictures on my phone. Oh, I forgot. I was like, why do I have so many Disney pictures on this date? Because, okay, so like this is the checkout screen. You see right there? So that is where you go to for your cart screen. So you would be able to see all of your items before you go to the checkout page. And then down here at the bottom, it says coupon code. So that's where you would put in the birthday 11. Thank you, Melita. Okay, so one of the things that tomorrow's video is going to deal with is testing dye sublimation on different material shirts. So I did it on a cotton shirt, which looks kind of like that, which is not that great. Then we did it on a tri-blend shirt, which was 50% polyester, 25% rayon. So it looks kind of something like this. No, I'm not going to be probably buying any sublimation paper. I'm still going to be buying sublimation blanks. These are I all did with just regular paper. This is this is a Bella that is 91% polyester. And then this is 100% polyester. So that way you can kind of see the difference with it. Well, I'm glad you liked the infusible ink video. And I wanted to make sure people understood that because, you know, when it was all said and done, and I really didn't buy that much stuff, I spent a lot of money on it. And, you know, for me, I make how I fund the videos and things like that is from Patreon and then from the YouTube AdSense. But it's still expensive to me. So for people who don't have that extra income coming in to be able to throw at it, I can only imagine what it's like. I mean, goodness, I mean, if y'all only knew how much money I spend on stuff towards videos a month, it's crazy. Oh, hi, Rose from Tokyo, Japan. That's awesome. I want to go to Japan one of these days. Melita, yes, I think cancers rock. I always joke with my husband because the crab is probably the best suited symbol for me because it's tough on the outside and then a big softy on the inside. Okay, Rhonda, the size for doing a baby onesie, normally about 6.5 inches is the max. Yes, Tamika, it is very expensive. Yeah, Nathaniel, it's expensive. Yeah, I mean, everyone, like in all these other YouTubers, you got to realize, and do not take this as being a negative. A lot of the YouTubers that do a lot of the Cricut stuff only do Cricut stuff, and they go on Cricut retreats and things like that. They're not really sponsored, but they're affiliated with Cricut, where it is. So for them to promote it, that's kind of wanting to do. Okay, so the difference between screen print and sublimation is sublimation takes and infuses the ink in polyester shirts. You can only keep it on light unless you use like the Caesar Easy Subli or something along that lines where it has pretty much a polyester base that is able to go on to cotton. So screen print is an ink. And I do have down there I bought at Hobby Lobby, which I'm going to be doing because a lot of people aren't going to go and spend, like, for our screen print setup at our, like, at our, where our production facility is a lot of money and equipment, and most people don't want to invest that. So I did purchase like the mini speedball set, so that way I can show y'all screen print, which I will be doing hopefully very, very soon. We had the storm come up, which thank God that we did not get hit by it, but we still are praying for our friends and family in Louisiana. But that way I can show y'all a little bit more of it. Yes, and Christine, you can do sublimation on anything, and I tested that out. The Cricut Infusible ink works on other items. Now, if you don't want to go and spend the money on a printer, and I'm sure in a few months Michaels will start having a sale on this stuff, but as of right now, it is way too expensive for what you get. Well, I'm glad you got some helpful info out of that scrap of mail. Yeah, we actually didn't get this storm, Susan. It went towards Louisiana. Sorry, my Texas comes out in me. But we did get a lot of rain from it. Okay, so that's what I was talking about, Kelly. I have the speedball stuff, so I am going to be doing videos over screen printing for regular crafters. Because, as I said, their setup is pretty expensive to get a professional grade, but the speedball stuff is pretty inexpensive. It's about $40 for the screen stuff at Hobby Lobby. So my Vasel, I'm not sure if I'm saying that correct. So heat transfer paper, as of right now, is the only media other than if you have a Dye-Sub printer that can be used for heat transfer. But Oracal just released, and I'm waiting on some samples to get here to play with, an inkjet printable for adhesive vinyl that is actually vinyl. So they're going to send me a sample of that, and then I'm going to test that out to see how it works. And I'm sure with the way that the market's growing, they will be having some better options for home printable. Yes, it does have to have polyester in it, Nathaniel. Oh, see, and for me, Christine, I typically shop, if I'm shopping a craft store, I typically go to Hobby Lobby. Michael's is in Belmont for me, so it's about 30 minutes from me. And Hobby Lobby's like 5 minutes down the road. So I typically go to... Exactly, Scrap Mill. You want to wait till it's on sale. That's how I am. I try to... Now, I did like the pen, Sonia. I thought that was a really cool idea. I did a video. Cameron helped me do it for Kids Craft with Cameron, that he colored a sheet and then we infused it onto a mouse pad. So that turned out really, really good. So I'm kind of watching. Yes, yeah, so if you do photos on quilts, what I would recommend is, if you don't have access to it, printers like me can take and print real HTV, or if you do them on polyester, do Dye-Sub or whatever. So yeah, people can print photos on it for you if you do not have the capability. See, and Andrea, Cricut stuff, like their machine is amazing. Their, what is it called? The mats are the best out there. The capabilities of the machine is the best to me out of all of them. But for the most part, I find that their vinyl, for the quality that it is expensive. I don't find it to be the best quality. Now, people can take what I have to say with a grain of salt, but yes. I do have a video on pricing items to sell from a while back. So I do have a video on that. And Nathaniel Cameron is staying the night with one of his friends. He's going to be filming with me tomorrow. Let's see. How would you say it works with curtains? What do you mean with curtains? Heat transfer vinyl? Depends on the blend, but most of the time, I mean, I've put vinyl on just about everything under the sun. And so, just so you know. So, Andrea, how long have you been doing vinyl? Yes, see, Sabrina, that's my thoughts, is it's just not the best quality. And see, at least I'm not the only person who thinks that. Okay. Yes, and my email is listed in the description box. We will always gladly help you out with that. Nathaniel, that is one of the things we are going to be working on. We are working on, as you know, we're doing a new studio because I ran out of space here. As you can see, there is stuff literally everywhere. So when we get all the walls and stuff done, I'm definitely going to be doing some new wall decor. So I'm going to do some oversized vinyl projects. I have not tried Hobby Lobby's brand vinyl. I have tried Joann's and it wasn't terrible. Oh yeah, Mr. Spacely, I definitely think HPV on curtains could work because most of the time they're either cotton polys, a blend like that. See, and Christine, the only thing that I buy directly from Cricut is mats and machines. Other than that, I haven't really liked their vinyl or their paper, and I have tons of it because I bought so many machines that we get a lot of stuff through with it. And I've found better deals on Cricut blades on Amazon. Let's see. I'm glad you did an Adidas logo 4x4 and it turned out great. Buffalo plaid pajamas, Amazon. I typically just go on Google and search for things until I can find exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, Caesar HTV glitter Judy needs to be pressed at 320 for 15 seconds. Yes, Oracal vinyl is the best for adhesive vinyl. Oracal has been around forever. It is what the professionals use for signs and car decals and all that fun kind of stuff. Let's see. Hi from the UK, Maria. Let's see. I try to square. Okay, so Lisa, what kind of vinyl did you print on? Well, thank you, the quiet dude. I think I have a big nose, but it's okay. Yes, Nathaniel, and I do have several videos on it from doing glow in the dark HTV. We love glow in the dark. If you look around Halloween time, because we did some trick-or-treat bags with it, it was really cool. Yes, they make glow in the dark HTV. So when you have it on like a Halloween bag or a t-shirt, it glows. It's really neat. They have all kinds of stuff. A lot of people don't. They have chalkboard. There is literally a vinyl for almost anything, it feels like. Yes, Pears, you can do infusible ink on a cup with a cut press. You make your transfer with it on paper, and then you heat it up. How do you iron glow-in-the-dark vinyl with regular vinyl? Are you talking about turning regular adhesive into glow-in-the-dark? If you are, they do make a glow-in-the-dark adhesive. Can you put up their web for vinyl? Oh, I bet you that was cool, Nathaniel, using that as almost like your outline. I'm glad you love the stuff that you got from us. Donna, that always makes me happy to hear. No, but I need to make an order from them to see the quality and which brands and stuff like that they use. I did get sent some iron-on vinyl from a company that sells on Amazon. Just a piece of just some black and white. That I'm going to be doing a video over and testing because I want to see how it can work. See, I haven't used that brand, Lisa. You may need to try a different brand because there's a lot of different brands of iron-on for home use, and some of them are better than others. No, Paris, I do not. I've had a lot of people that have come into my store that have bought them that have had issues. So, but my cut press I purchased separately. Nathaniel, I keep books over stuff, but on the same hand, I've been doing this for a long time. So I have a lot of it memorized. Okay, Melissa, for me, I really never use removable adhesive vinyl. We are in Southeast Texas where very rarely does it ever fall below 50 degrees. Most of the time it's like it is now where it is 95 degrees outside with 100% humidity. So to even use removable adhesive for walls and stuff like that, that's permanent adhesive that's on the wall back there. It just rolls off for us. Yes, Melita, Oracal is my choice for adhesive vinyl. So my favorite brand for HTV is Specialty Materials Thermoflex Plus. So, Ian, I have not tried to sublimate onto the adhesive regular. I have sublimated. I did a video over the Cricut Infusible ink where I sublimated on the glitter adhesive from Specialty Materials. I've also sublimated onto glitter HTV and sublimated onto the Caesar Easy Subli. But I am planning on seeing if it will work like with Oracal 651, and I'm going to test it with the Thermoflex Plus to see if it works. See, Andrea, that's where my husband was born, was in Lake Jackson. And yes, Texas humidity, it's bad. It ain't as bad as southern Florida. Well, and see, that's what I always tell people. You know, you don't have to take my word on what I'm saying. Like, Junior, I don't know. Like when I did the video over the copy paper with Dye-Sublimation, people were like, well, that's not going to work because it uses more ink. But that's not how a printer works. And I'm not saying this to be mean, but I mean, you got to think about something. And whenever you send something to print, whether it be a photo, and it doesn't matter what type of printer that you use, when you set up your settings in your computer, telling it what type of paper it's going on, that kind of stuff, it will use that amount of ink. Your printer doesn't sense the type of paper that's in there. So whatever your settings you send it as is how much ink it's going to use. It doesn't matter if it's regular paper or dye-sub paper. So, I mean, and that's what I try to explain to people. And a lot of times, or people are like, well, how did it wash? Well, with the way that dye sublimation works, the best way to explain it is dye sublimation is a printing process that whenever the ink is heated, it has nothing to do with the paper. The process has to do with the ink. It turns the ink into a gas and it bonds with the polymers in polyester. That's why your cups have to have a polyester coating. That's why it's more vibrant on a shirt that is 100% polyester. So, in the way that dye sublimation works is if it's applied correctly at 400 degrees for at least a minute, whatever ink is on there is always going to be bonded with that polyester. It's not just going to go away from washing it. That's one of the reasons why dye sublimation is a really cool process, because it is one of the only processes that I know of that whenever you do a cup that is for polyester, that has like the polyester coating, you can put it through the dishwasher because it doesn't matter if it gets hot. It's bonded into that. It's not something that just sticks on there. It is in there permanently. Hopefully that didn't sound too ranty, but you know, a lot of people will sit here and say things, but they don't do their research over what things actually are. Like the difference between like butcher paper and parchment paper and regular paper. They all work. It's paper. And if parchment paper can go into an oven, it can take the heat. You don't have to use one specific type of paper as your protective paper. Get what I mean? Yes, Mr. Spacely, it can be overwhelming, but that's part of the reason why you research this stuff. You know, if you take, well, I mean, and look, I guess let me explain it the best way I know how. For what I watch on YouTube is I watch a lot of makeup stuff. And there are several different influencers I watch. Like I love Bailey Sarian, Raw Beauty Christie, Angelica Nyquist. Well, all of these ladies are one, different ages. They are different skin types. So you have people who will sit there and tell you that this foundation's amazing, but it may not work for everybody. So I mean, you have to not only watch me, but watch other people, and maybe something like, because I don't know everything. Maybe. I'm just joking. My husband will tell you, like we were going to make a shirt a while back, and I still want to make it for him. It says, I don't need Google. My wife knows everything. So I was actually just in California not too long ago, Mr. Spacely. I was in Los Angeles back in May. We went to Disneyland and I went to YouTube Studios. It was pretty cool. Okay, so parchment paper versus Teflon. Typically, when you use Teflon, Melita, is when you're doing HTV. So anything that you don't want to stick and heat to the bottom of your platen. Paper is more of a protective coating for things that are printed, such as dye sublimation, direct to garment, those types of things. I can't wait for Craftsmas either, Ian. That's part of the reason why we're working our hindies off trying to get the new studio set up. But yeah, Kim, parchment paper, craft paper, paper's paper. But yeah. Yeah, my husband is pretty funny about that. We always joke about it because he'll sit there and he'll pick on me, and I'm like, you just adore me and would do anything for me. Which I guess is a good way to have a relationship, considering that, you know, we've been together almost 20 years. But anyways, I guess I'm going to cut it a little short today. Got to help finish getting direct to garment stuff printed and all that jazz. Remember, we will do another new live next Tuesday. We have lots of fun videos planned for the rest of the week. Don't forget to check it out. Oh, Nathaniel, I got some makeup from my husband, which I did a video about. I got makeup from Caden. He got me an eyeshadow palette and some eyeliner and some mascara. My daughter got me a dress and then this romper. And my mother-in-law got me some shoes, some earrings, and a lot of bath bombs. So, anyways, I guess that's it. I will see y'all soon. Love you guys. Bye.